Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Like, share, and subscribe. You feeling my vibe? We're going to get a little church up in here this morning because a lot of us need it, right? I say us because I am you, you are me, right? And parental discretion is advised because in this church, we don't lie. I wanted to go in this Sunday morning to see what's going on with my corporate thugs. I just wanted to know why they ain't show Miss Lori no love, right? Why? We gonna find out, right? The Tarot Church. Church of Tarot, bro. The hermit disappointed. The teacher disappointed. Disappointed because they tried to hide me. Yo, let me take you back, way back. Oh, no copyrights any music after all either. Yeah, my church is lit. Anyways, I wanted to know why they try to leave me out, right? Instead of just working with me, because I'm real generous. I'm real fair since a child. That wasn't a joke. I wasn't just making that up when I was doing my other reads. For real, the teacher used to let me give me the job to babysit the class when she stepped out. I even used to read to them. I was on a spelling bee and everything, bro. I was lit. Very fluent reader, and writer. And they still try to count me out. I know this because of like something else. It had to do something with my mom. And the setup. But anyways, the question was why this teacher didn't want you guys to meet me. For me to help you. You know. And on top of that, the hermit is also the know-all, see-all, having the answer to their own questions. So let's see. Is my answer to the question was, it was stealing, yo. I didn't want to bring that up, but it's the church, though. See? And y'all didn't see me do anything odd. Stealing. The actions. The magic. I can't stress that enough. That shit just blew my mind. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. People in that chart. Or somebody who wanted to be the king. Oh, somebody wanted to be the king of my pentacles. Stupid. Y'all know how I feel when I start talking about my money, so bear with me. Trying to be nice in this church. I'm trying. So, the setup is real. That's what I just heard. It's real. And once I caught wind to it, it got blocked out. Because I was praying. Praying like this, like that. Doing what I'm supposed to end the cycle of nonsense. And the only way you can do that is to offer your cup to God. Not to the devil and not to nonsense, y'all. Since I was younger, I was doing that. Because I knew it was something good with it. Well, so I thought. Just the people weren't doing good with what they were taught to teach us. Their partnership was a disconnect. And the judgment has been called on them. I would feel some type of way too if I was their family and they was blessing me. And you know what I'm saying? And then the target that we had in place was targeting us in a sense. Yeah, that's funny. It'll leave you breathless. This person is in deep thought, in deep depression type. They might not show it, but everybody know it because they lost. Playing with somebody with this offer, acting nonchalant with God. You know what I'm saying? Just conjured up a whole bunch of mess. Conjured up a whole bunch of mess. They was messing around, trying to mess with your head top, throat top, and the heart. But it wasn't accurate enough to do, they weren't accurate enough to do that. This sword here was stability, is stability. It could be chaos and brutality if we break it down like so, but that wasn't the case. The case was I was able to get up out of that thing. Get up off of that thing. I was able to get up off of that thing and protect myself from all the nonsense that they was throwing at me to block this. I wasn't playing on multifaceted. I could sing, make a dance. I could make you laugh or make you cry. I am really steady. Everywhere I went, yo, they can't even say, yo, she was always there on time. 90% of the time, as an adult. She was always there. She was always reliable. And we could call on her if need be. Sunday to Sunday, y'all, I was in church. I was taking heed to all them verses. All I did was just read up my cup. Because we in the neighborhood where we read up. And I ain't gonna hold you. I used to read up too. I ain't have no choice because that's all I knew. Especially where I come from. Wow, I just heard this heart of a lion. Yeah. The strength of 10 men. Wow, nice. And I didn't play with magic. I didn't even think that they were doing that. I wouldn't have thought that people would do that. That's like a real secret society. That they should have kept to themselves. They was better off fucking with somebody else. Like I said, excuse me, parental discretion is advised. I got plenty respect, plenty discipline, and plenty ways to get the job done. I told them I was the one and then didn't believe me. And them had no patience. They didn't have patience with me, which was really off the chart. Because if you're a leader and somebody's here teaching you something, you're going to pick it up. You're going to want to learn that too. I did. I bossed up. I had to put my britches on. Take that dress off. And show them that this money is real. Yo, you make the money don't make you. But if you steal the money, God gonna break you. Am I right? Is this my church? Is this your church? I'll try to stay away from the insults just for now because it's early in the morning. Well, not that early, but early enough. And I'm supposed to be doing laundry, but I have to wait. Wow. And that's clear. All the washers took it. But anyways, back to church. When I went in there, I had to drop the burdens on the altar, like they said. And that was the easy thing. And you know what? When I stepped up in that church to pray for them, pray for me, they asked for my forgiveness, of my sins and all. I prayed for my people too. The ones that act like they was closest to me, all my friends and stuff. Everybody who was on my Facebook, y'all, I was praying for y'all. Because I was the only one in there, and I knew that we all from the same place. And I knew that you guys could use the help too, because I seen what you was going through. I did it for the colony. I didn't go in with a selfish mentality. I went in for everybody. Like I said, everybody get a cup. See, I secured myself, but I didn't know they was trying to stretch me out, yo. It's my church, in secret. One day I was sitting in the church on the evening session, and the lady said out loud, but staring directly at me, Jesus sacrificed himself for the colony. I'm looking at her like, what do you mean by that? I didn't say anything because I didn't know how to even approach that. I did not have a voice. But she was like, they sacrificed themselves. I'm looking like, in my head, y'all, because I'm still who I am. I just have a respect for people. I'm just looking at this person in my inside. I'm like, what is this bitch talking about? You motherfuckers ain't about to sacrifice me. Queen of Wands. They had me all the way fucked up with that. I started getting nervous because this was towards the end of me walking out. Yeah. Somebody talking about that. I was like, what you mean by that? I was conflicted in myself. I'm like, yo, I know these motherfuckers ain't about to try to touch this. This ain't no sacrifice. Bitch, you sacrificed. You been in here for 60 years. I only had like one in. You sacrifice yourself, bitch. Because I knew what that meant. That meant die. I'm not willing to die for nobody. I'm not Prince. Well, technically I am, but you get to pick and choose who you gonna roll for. That wasn't my destiny to ride for these bitches. Fuck that. Welcome to my church, y'all. I was scared as fuck. And I know they was heartbroken when I walked away. I'm not about to let y'all keep on stealing up my energy. Talking about me and not to me. Acting like you working with me but against me. With no emotions. I'm not the one. I had balance of both sides. And I didn't know that these people wasn't living like they were supposed to be. But I knew to stay away from them because their energy was off. Them indirect messages was off. Sitting up in there every day paying tithes, I ain't even know. They still ain't give me no tax receipt. The other church I went to, they sent me, at the end of the year, they sent me tax form for the tithes I was paying. I didn't know you had to do all of that. Yeah, they did it right. These people did. And I was breaking off like half of my benefits because I ain't know. I did want God to bless me financially too. I had 3 kids at that time. My oldest one wasn't grown. And I was a whole single parent. That's disappointing news to that family. To that COVID. To anybody who thought they was going to work against me. On both sides. With that fire. Because they were some liars. Whole thieves the whole time. That's so sad. I watched a lot of people perish behind that. I don't care if you're mad, though. You shouldn't have did what you did to me. And you knew. We gonna go for the bigger wigs. I told y'all, I don't mind this look just because y'all know better, though. Y'all grown-ass people. So you can't act like you don't know right from wrong, period. Because if you was around somebody else, then you would be on the high and mighty road. So why don't you just give that character to everybody until they show you otherwise? And that's how you become successful. You don't just go in trying to win at all costs and you don't even know the business. See that on the ground? That's business. You holding the Three of Swords. You holding heartbreak. Drop the business. Didn't know you about to trip over that. Because you was nonchalant about the offer from God. Y'all felt it. Y'all knew that a star was in your presence and you decided to disregard that and downplay it because y'all used to bully my sister and stuff. Preyed on my mom. Bullied my sister. I was watching all that shit back then. See? I was watching. I made a decision to let y'all keep that one that you stole already and take this one and pop that action. Right? Went straight into action, generously balancing myself. Using every last resource that I could possibly use to prove, in court you got something to prove. Proven innocent to proven guilty until innocent. However they use that term. So I went in and got my shit right. I didn't care who was behind me. They had literally left me in the cold. They left me to die. I was homeless and everything. Nobody reached out for anything. But they sure enough reached out to steal. Steal, kill, and destroy. I just heard that. Steal, kill, and destroy. Try to hang me out to dry, Lord. They were secretly having conversations on how this shit was about to take place. This is two men. How they could collaborate to destroy my 10 of Cups. Ooh. That's a family and that's love, but this 10 of Cups is over her head. It's a tiara in a sense. So you oh man, had the conversation to destroy my crown. Why would you do that? And you seen me running since I was little to take care of real harsh business. Y'all knew I was gifted from back then. Holding that house down. Y'all knew I used to haul ass when it came to that. It was a major transformation. I done seen a lot of nonsense take place. I even got chased one time and it could have brought me to death. Because I was going to save my family member from brutality, chaos that I had to wake up to watch every night it felt like. This is my church. It wasn't balanced in my home, but I was balanced in my heart. Because the things that I seen outside and everywhere around me was not something that I would present to people. But I did have a high-ass defense regarding that. Because I knew what it could do. I knew that all man that stand wasn't a stand-up man. But I didn't know exactly who. I was too young to know that. So I was able to move myself to calmer waters, me and my family. With no strings attached. I had to man up and take care of my family. It's more than two of us, but it was a no-brainer. I had two little sisters under me that I knew I had to look out for because the older one wasn't in the mindset of her age. She was delayed, I think, by years, by like at least 10 years. Whatever age she was, she technically wasn't mentally. She was younger. I don't know what they call that. used to be scared as fuck. But as I'm looking at these swords here, she might be afraid, but this is protection as well. It could have somebody in nostalgia because you don't know which way to go. But for the most part, that was my protection to keep my family. Ooh, on the wave. I had to think about that. I did. They used to have all those rumors and shit going. They used to fuck with the brother too. He had it, but the worst. When I went outside with him for my first time, it was just amazing at how nasty these people would be. These guys would be. These boys would be. There wasn't no justice and there wasn't no peace. But it is now. See, this cup here was not of value. It was emotionless. It was sad. It was wrong. Because that consultant wasn't somebody of nobility. They wasn't noble at all. They were a confuser. They were picking and choosing and mixing thoughts and shit, mixing everything. They was doing everything they wasn't supposed to be doing. So how you supposed to be teaching somebody or leading someone when you pick and choose who you want to lead for? Who you want to help? Because somebody set it up like that? Set us up to be betrayed? You out your fucking mind. You betrayed yourself with that bullshit. Yo, you know what's really hot? How that person got that arrow cocked back like that? I want to say that's me. Throwing them shits right back to you. Because I used to be praying though. I used to be sitting in the window at night and praying for a better day just to get through that shit. Because I knew we could get through it. It was just how. See that eye up there? God was watching. So you keep on praying, Star, and I'm going to get you through it. Never know what a high priestess was. I never met one. I knew, but I didn't know it was in me either. Because people used to try to dummy me down. Try to act like I was a knight. When I was way advanced in my time. I was advanced. And I didn't even know. See? I've been a boss. That's so funny. And technically, you wouldn't want to say a boss. I've been a leader. Because the things I would do, I was better with one-on-ones. You know what I'm saying? Because people could seem to gravitate easier than if they're with the crowd. Because if not, they're going to follow. And 9 times 10, the people they follow are going to lead them away. Take them away from what they really need to be doing or knowing. Always fair. Always just. Stay grounded, too. I had to be the father. Because the ones that was around me were not. These men were clowns. They were meditating to be a 9 of cups. Whereas that's a single person. They were supposed to be meditating to protect the whole brand, the people that were supporting them. Instead of being Knight of Wands people. Y'all know what the Knight of Wands is. Trying to be mindful. Parental discretion is advised. Because we in church. This the whole deck. I'm about to finish this up. 9 of Pentacles. One single person promoted positivity. Looking at that bird. Growth. Endurance. Greenery. That's for the environment. And that's clear that I was able to grow into this in spite of all the shit that they put me through. Now we owe them nothing, and they still want to play. We gonna keep this going. And thank you for chiming in my church today. TBC.